Welcome to the Howard Community College Library. As a Biology 101 student, you will need to use library resources. This brief video will demonstrate how to successfully locate useful online resources at HCC. Here you will learn how to access the Howard Community College Library website while on campus, use databases to search for scholarly articles, primary and secondary sources, locate biology resources available through the library by using course guides, locate help to cite resources for your papers, perform different search techniques to locate resources, evaluate other types of websites for credibility, and finally you'll learn how to access the library website from off-campus. To access the HCC Library website, first display the Howard Community College website, point to the word Academics on the left-hand side, and then select Library. The library website is now visible. How do I find biology resources through the library website? Course guides on the HCC Library website are organized based on your discipline and the specific course you're taking. You'll find many resources for Biology 101 under the Biology 101 course guide. First, navigate to the library website, then on the right-hand side of the screen, locate the course guides link and click it. The course guides open, and you can locate the course guide then for Biology 101 and click that. The course guide displays, and we'll talk further about the resources that are stored in the Biology 101 resource page. What are databases and how can I use them? Databases are electronic files that are searchable by subject, keyword, author, and title. They contain primary and secondary resources and other scholarly articles. Access to these databases and the resources that are contained within them has been paid for by the library, and so there are some restrictions on their use. Which databases should I use? So let's look at some databases that could be useful to you for Biology 101. First, go to the HCC Library webpage, and then click on Course Guides on the right-hand side. Select Biology 101 from the course guide list, and then on the displayed tabs, choose Articles in Databases. Here's a list of several databases that have articles that can support your work in Biology 101. We're going to investigate the ProQuest Biology Journals database. We'll click its name, and the database will open with an advanced search window so we can look for the specific information we need to from the database. We're going to enter a search term and see if the database can return some articles that include that term. In this case, I'm going to look up junk food. So I type that in the search window. Then I come down to the search options, and I want to limit my search results to full text, meaning I want the actual article returned, not just some sort of description or citation. And I also want to make sure that that article is peer-reviewed. That means that it has research behind it and it's been reviewed by other people in the field who believe that it has credibility. Once I've made those selections, I'll come over to the Search button and click Search. The search I did was on junk food, full text, peer-reviewed articles, and I got 1,065 results. These are the articles that I have here, and you see that they all list the word junk food somewhere in the article. To actually open up the article, I can open up the full text PDF by clicking on its link, or sometimes you'll see there's another link for an HTML version of the full text. Let's try another search. I'm going to come back up to the search window and click Modify Search. And now, in addition to looking for junk food, in the next box down for "and," I'm going to put nutrition. This is because I want to find articles that have to do with junk food and nutrition. Come back over to the search button and click it. And let's see how many articles we can find that include junk food and nutrition. 208 results of full-text peer-reviewed articles in this database. I'd like to try this one more time, and this time I'm going to change the modifier AND to OR. I do this by going to the drop-down arrow next to the word and choose OR. Now I'm going to be looking for articles that have the words junk food or nutrition in them. Click the search button, and you can see that I get over 24,000 results because I had said that I would be able to retrieve any article that had the words junk food or nutrition, which makes for a much broader search. These are just some tips when you're using any of the databases to look for information. Are there other databases I should use? Databases are just one type of resource you can access through the library website, and there are a lot of useful databases. So what should I remember about using databases? Remember, articles in databases are free for you to use when cited properly. The library pays fees for you to be able to access these databases, so you don't have to pay yourself for any individual articles. You should never pay for access to an article. Never. And OR are helpful modifiers to expand or limit your search for an article. Remember to always select full text when the option is available, and also peer-reviewed articles. Is it okay for me to use the internet? For academic research, databases are preferred over the internet. If you do use an internet website, you must evaluate the authority. Who wrote what you're reading? The accuracy of the article. Does the information align with accepted standards? And the reliability of the article. Is this the only place where this information is being reported, or can you find other articles that support the information? Reliable sources should be unbiased. That means they don't advocate a single point of view, and they should also not be trying to sell you a product. If you do decide to use a website in your research, try to use websites that end with .gov or .edu.